In kitchens across the world, one of the most deceptively dangerous habits may seem harmless at first glance: choosing the wrong cooking oil. While diet fads and nutrition buzzwords have been swirling around cholesterol for decades, new warnings from medical professionals suggest that many people are unknowingly damaging their cardiovascular health with everyday cooking choices. According to Dr. Shilpa Vora, Chief R&D Officer at Marico Limited, a simple oversight in what kind of oil you use to saute, fry, or roast your food may be silently pushing your cholesterol levels into the danger zone. And the worst part? You might not even know it's happening until the damage is already well underway. Cholesterol, despite its complex reputation, plays a vital role in bodily functions. It supports cell membrane structure and is essential in hormone production. However, not all cholesterol is beneficial, and the types we tend to increase through poor cooking habits, specifically low-density lipoprotein, LDL, the bad cholesterol, can be deeply harmful. LDL accumulates in the arteries, hardening and narrowing them over time, raising the risk of heart attack, stroke, and peripheral artery disease. What's particularly alarming is that these effects don't just impact the elderly. They become increasingly common in younger populations, especially as sedentary lifestyles and convenience-driven eating habits become more entrenched. A major contributor to this trend is the widespread use of oils high in saturated fats and trans fats, ingredients that can be found in many of the most popular and affordable cooking oils. While these oils may enhance flavor or offer longer shelf life, they also dramatically raise LDL levels and reduce high-density lipoprotein, HDL, the good cholesterol that helps clear out artery-clogging plaque. Dr. Vora warns that even those who are thin, physically active, or have no family history of heart disease are not immune. Cholesterol issues often present no immediate symptoms. A seemingly healthy individual could be living with dangerous levels of LDL for years before a sudden health event exposes the hidden threat. Perhaps most dangerously, the assumption that all oils are bad leads some people to avoid fats entirely, or worse, to make choices based on marketing rather than science. There is an illusion of health around certain popular oils that are highly refined or chemically processed. Many low-cost oils used for deep frying in home kitchens and fast food chains are loaded with trans fats, compounds that the body not only doesn't need, but actively suffers from. Trans fats have been conclusively linked to coronary heart disease and remain among the most hazardous substances in a modern diet. The problem is compounded by lifestyle factors. In a digital age dominated by screens and fast meals, cholesterol can sneak up on people in their 20s and 30s. The belief that youth equals immunity is dangerously outdated. Consistent use of cholesterol-raising oils, combined with late-night snacking, irregular meals, and lack of physical activity, creates a silent storm. You may not feel the effects now, but they're accumulating with each meal, each fry, each stir-fry. Without regular cholesterol checks, there's little warning until the body's alarm bells ring, often in the form of angina, shortness of breath, or in worst cases, a heart attack. The illusion of safety is even more problematic in households that believe tradition is protection. Some oils are passed down in family use for generations, but nutritional science has revealed that cultural norms do not always align with what's healthiest. Ghee, palm oil, and other saturated fat-heavy oils may hold a place in heritage recipes, but when used daily and without balance, they become part of the problem. Similarly, the mindset that thin people are safe from cholesterol is not only false, it's dangerous. Visceral fat, which surrounds internal organs, does not always show up externally, but can still contribute to elevated LDL levels. In fact, lean individuals with poor diets can suffer from normal weight obesity, a condition where cholesterol levels are high despite a slender frame. The dangers are not just theoretical. Heart disease remains the leading cause of death globally, and elevated cholesterol is a primary contributor. If you're using the same oil for every meal without thinking about its fat composition, you may be inadvertently contributing to this deadly statistic. The risk is even higher if you frequently reuse oil for frying. as this process not only degrades the oil's quality, but can create harmful compounds that further exacerbate cardiovascular strain. Dr. Vora urges people to look beyond weight and family history, focusing instead on actionable dietary change. Not all fats are the enemy. Oils that contain healthy monounsaturated MUFA and polyunsaturated PUFA fats, like olive oil, canola oil, and some blended oils, can help lower LDL levels while supporting HDL. These oils often also contain essential fatty acids such as omega-3 and omega-6, which the body cannot produce on its own. But simply switching oils is not enough. Without moderation and mindful usage, even healthy oils can contribute to calorie excess and nutrient imbalance. Portion control matters, as does the method of cooking. Shallow sautéing with minimal oil is vastly preferable to deep frying, even with a heart-healthy oil. What's urgently needed is a shift in mindset. Cholesterol is not an older person's problem. It is a long game of dietary patterns, and the clock starts ticking early. Regular blood lipid checks are a non-negotiable health habit, regardless of body size or family history. And while the food industry continues to promote highly processed oils and margarine products as light or cholesterol-free, consumers must develop the habit of reading labels critically and understanding the science behind the fats they consume. In the end, the danger lies not only in the oil itself, but in the everyday complacency with which it is used. When something as routine as preparing a meal can be slowly sabotaging your heart, awareness becomes a form of self-protection. Making better choices isn't about fear, it's about avoiding preventable outcomes. Your heart does not issue warnings in advance, but science does. And in this case, it's saying very clearly, look at your cooking oil before it's too late.